All right, time for another game, and this one is called Diceomancy. So let's see, let's hop over to the game. Small first comment would be that it's really nice when the game has a title screen, but at least nothing very important seems to happen when you start, or it seems to be turn-based. This is a die, I see. I don't understand exactly what it means. Nothing happens with the die when I do this. Oh, okay, maybe we're on the outside. It's just saying this looks a little bit odd with the texture here, but okay, I can walk on. I wasn't sure if I could walk on that. I don't know, but maybe I should be able to see this texture here as well, especially if it's the outside of the map, because it looks a little bit broken like that. All right. So in turn, what do I do? How do I? Okay. I do not understand what I'm doing. But I was lucky. And now we're back here. What happened? Condemned? Is it my friend now? And what does it... So it always rolls a ones, but I have a die. Okay. But then what are those special places there? And the 4... Yes. Maybe condemned means that it just doesn't get anything other than once. All right, so what happens if we do this and this? Okay, so there's not really a big bonus. I was thinking maybe I was adding my 2 attackers. Otherwise this fellow seems quite useless, right? It can just keep dying. Also, why did this one become the... How do I... No. And now I cannot see its stats because it's too far up, I think, right? But I can at least place my... okay, now we... Oh, that was powerful. Okay, so they actually die afterwards. And this only has 1 health now. And this only has 1 health. All right. So obviously there was a little bit of a... Oh, I cannot go back now. A bit of a problem with the layout there when I got into the battle, but I couldn't see really anything. Also, this is a bit of a problem if I'm to play strategically. And so what if you attack you? Oh, unlucky. Alright. I cannot gain this one until... And this I cannot even... I don't know. There's no attack space for this one even. So let's do this and see what happens. Probably will die, right? Yeah. And then... Well, I have a slight chance, I suppose, but... No, 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 no. I think it's death now, right? Well, maybe not. I mean, it's just still a... No, there's no chance. I think I'm done. Yeah. So, I wonder. Is there some... I mean, obviously, there's a lot of chance in the game. So this is an even roller. But it's very luck based. Right. Is there always this here? Yeah. I need to sneeze. Sorry about that. I feel like it's too exposed to randomness. Alright, apparently I'm sneezing. Like, there's... only so much you can do. So this one is a free fight. So this is where you're meant to go, sort of. But this is a useless protagonist because you cannot win anything with it. I from what I understand, that one does nothing. So this is an odd one probably, it says, but I cannot see it. So yeah, something that it's annoying to make because the UI isn't really nice looking, but it needs to go down when it's this far up, or when you enter a battle, it needs to focus more on the enemy that you're battling, but still keep everyone in view. So like take the bounding box of this and center that bounding box somehow. So basically there's no point in using this one ever. So we'll just use that one. But it's highly likely that we'll die, and then yeah, death. So I think there's a... Oh yeah, need to still die with this one. There's something that doesn't fully work. Okay, what happens now? With the balance. Or I'm missing something. I mean, one obvious thing would be if, because especially since this one is useless, would be if all your protagonists that are surrounding an entity attacks it in one go, so you get 2 dice instead of 1 die. That would help. You could also imagine that when it's even, that it does something. Maybe it does. No. So like, either it just ups the potential of the next hit. So if so this would have been a 6 damage hit instead, or something like that, or adds 1 damage to next hit or something, so that it doesn't feel like a wasted turn. Or you say that when it's even, it means that the player always does at least 1 damage. So this even one, yeah, so just to be clear, like if I do this, if I get 2 die and they add up in the attack, then I feel like I'm doing something with my, and I have some strategies here with who I want to save for what, because this is just useless. And now we're just gonna die that. So I think I got fairly far the first time, but I don't think that was a skill reason. Well, obviously I knew less of the game also, but that's sort of where I'm thinking it needs more balance. But otherwise, so I like the, if we're looking at other things, as I said, the UI here, very neat. I have no idea what the things that are not part of the die in the bottom is, and all the stats here, very cool UI, and the button here looks nice also. This is very clear here, and I like the drawings of the area. There's this little bit here with the not filling in the corners, which would have helped with the feeling of the graphics. And perhaps, because I think, let's just play this out just to see. This sharp edge here, of course, could have been a little bit nicer somehow. I don't know exactly how. The term end turn that it says, when you are this sounds wrong to me. It sounds like I'm passing and not doing something. I think it would be better if it said roll dice or something like that. Because now it's sort of, normally you sort of have, in turn-based combat, you have a phase where you do your actions, and then if you don't want to do all your actions, you press end turn to end your turn early, and then leave it to the enemy to do its things and then get back to a new turn on your own. But yeah, yeah, I seem to never be getting. I don't want to play with this one. Never getting anywhere close to where I got the first time. But I also feel like there's the way it's balanced, even if like how you might be able to go as far as possible is to take a very specific path, right? Which is also a little bit problematic from balancing perspective. But yeah, otherwise, I mean, it's a really nice looking game, and the avatars or character things are looking very nice. I enjoy the effect and the edge effect here and such. So it has a lot of positives to it, but it there's something with the strategy and the turn-based combat here that is lacking, that makes me just lose over and over and not feel like I'm progressing, which is a pity. But otherwise, a very, very good looking jam entry. So thank you very much for your game.